Hello there, Libra. Welcome to my channel. Victoria here, Radiant Moon Tarot. We are doing your love reading here for October 2023. The energy is activated as of mid-September all the way to the end of October. So let's have a look and see what we've got for you. This reading is for those of you currently in a romantic partnership of some kind, or if it comes up, a temporary separation from your person if you are single and looking for new love. I have separate singles readings out there for you guys. All right. So we have September Libra season. Happy birthday to all of you Libras out there. Hope you're going to have a good one. We have some gentler energy coming in right up until about the full moon in Aries on September 29th, where it might get a little bit fiery and emotional for some of you. But this can also be where we get a little bit of relationship help. In this energy, we can free ourselves from things that have been bothering us, things that we haven't talked about for a while. Clear the air, if you will. And this can be quite positive, but it is very passionate, very fiery. But we've got Mercury in Uranus at that time, and it's a really positive aspect. So this is where one conversation could really resolve some issues or turn things around or help you make a very important decision. Then in October, we are entering eclipse season, okay? And so eclipse season does shake things up a little bit. This is where things might get a little bit dicey, a little bit turbulent, right? Eclipses, by their nature, bring things out to the surface, right? They really do help us shake things up a little bit. So we've got a new moon eclipse in your sign, Libra, and this can bring you a little bit of luck and love. And this is the 14th, 15th of October, depending on where you happen to live. So a little bit of luck and love. This could be that relationship reset, get things back on track, turn over a new leaf. For some of you, maybe a fresh start with your relationship. You could have some repairing there, relationship detox, but we may, in some situations, some circumstances, have a little bit of power struggles there. So just be a little bit aware of that. And then we've got a full moon eclipse in the sign of Taurus, and this is 28th, 29th of October. So both Libra and Taurus energy, right? You are ruled by Venus. Venus is direct now. It was retrograde for the better part of the summer, and that brought about some dicey energy for a lot of people. So this is where, you can really make some final decisions, get some closure, turn over that new leaf, and it can be very positive for a lot of you. We have come to the edge coming in here, so get ready, prepare to take a leap. This is very similar energy to the Fool card, right? Step forward, let certain things go, look out into the future, and remain a little bit more positive. So get ready, because there may be something very exciting that's going to happen within your relationship. This may be where some of you are, going out and having some fun. Maybe you've been distracted by some things in the last little while, and this is an opportunity for you and your person to come back together. Maybe you go on vacation or something and just go and have a good time. The come to the edge energy is about getting ready and getting ready for something exciting, something positive in your life, in your relationship. Some of you are stepping into a next phase of a relationship. Some of you are making plans for the future. And again, for some of you, you might have that fresh start. Whatever it is, get ready, because this is very exciting energy. For some of you, it might be little small things, but for others of you, it can be something really quite big. But we've got here and now energy coming in here for you as well. And this is a really important reminder for a lot of us, right? We've got this beautiful egg with this door opening, little magical fairy right on top of it, right? That represents the present. We've got the past in that way. We've got the future in that way. So this is a reminder that to be in the present, right? To be actively engaged in your relationship, in the here, in the now. The past is behind you. And yes, the past is what has occurred that puts you in your present circumstances. The future lays ahead of you, and the decisions, the actions, the things that you do today do impact your future. But we have to remember that the active energy is in our present moment. Live for today. Make decisions today. Spend time with your people today, right? In the past energy, we can resolve the past. We can sometimes let it go. We can sometimes be a little bit nostalgic and revisit the past. Sometimes we do need to bring things up in order to completely heal and get closure so that we can move forward in a more positive way. And if you're in one of those situations where perhaps you've been, kind of a little bit separated from your person, whether physically, emotionally. Some of you could be in that separation with your person, or maybe you just haven't been feeling connected, even though there's nothing necessarily wrong. It's just been a lot of distractions. And in this energy, this is coming back together. And for some of you, you may need to discuss some things from the past. You may need to really work on some issues there in the present moment. And then we decide, do we carry do we carry that with us, right? Or do we get closure, and can we find forgiveness in our hearts and let something go, right? Because truly to heal things, we do need to be very much willing and very much deciding to let some energy stay in the past, right? And in order to have a completely fresh start on something, we don't want to carry that excess baggage, right? The information, the knowledge, the experience, yes, but the energy is done and gone, okay? And, if we harbor feelings of resentment or guilt or shame or anger, right, then this really does predict how our future is going to go in that relationship, right? So I feel that for a lot of you here, this is a perfect time to cleanse and purge, to get things out in the open, to talk about things in the here and now, resolve some issues so that you can move forward lighter and brighter and hopefully more in love than before. If you need some help, we have a leg up energy coming in here for you guys. So the leg up energy shows an energy of support. Now, for some of you, this can be some external support that helps you with your relationship in some way. It could be a friend. It could be something that you pay for someone's services, like a counselor, that kind of thing. This also represents an energy here of helping each other. People helping people. You and your person there for each other, right? When one person is down, the other person picks them up. When the other one is down, the other person picks them up, right? So it's like, I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine. So you and your person may really be elevating each other in the next month and a half or so, right? Just being there for each other, supporting each other, and helping each other out along the way. I'll be your rock, I'll be your strength while you're going through some challenges, right? That's that kind of energy there. But the leg up can also represent that there may be some other helpful, supportive people around you in the next little while. So maybe if you've got kids and you've been feeling disconnected and you're like, oh my goodness, we need some like alone time, we need some romantic time, and maybe you haven't been able to get it, there may be someone with the leg up energy that can help you out, and maybe take the kids off your hands for a night or something like that, so that you can, just have that little bit of a relationship reset. So hopefully for you, you do have someone around you that can give you a bit of a helping hand. So we have beautiful. We do have a couple little ups and downs here, but we do have a lot of completion energy that's coming in here. We've got a 9, seeing something through to completion, right? Making some decisions, keeping on moving forward. And we have 2 10s coming in here as well. And 10s are where we really are enjoying where we're at. We completed a cycle. We're living our life to the fullest here, and we're ready for the next stage. So we're ready for that completion to turn into something a little bit newer and maybe a little bit more positive. But with the 10 of coins and the 10 of cups both coming out here, it's actually pretty good. All right. But we do have the Shah of Swords coming out here for you. And this is the active energy right here, right now. The Shah of Swords is the King of Swords energy. And this is all about communication. The King of Swords as an energy is clarity, a sense of purpose, logical thinking, negotiating, mediating, and discussing things and getting things out in the open, right? So in order to move forward, in order to figure things out, in order to make some decisions, right, we do have to be willing to talk about things. So a highly communicative energy, but also very decisive energy in that. So very lovely. The king energy is also about taking initiative, taking action, and it's communication, beautiful. All about communication, deciding things, taking action, taking the lead as well. Now, the King of Swords energy can also represent a person. So there may be someone around you right now, person activated, right? So this can be a helpful person. This can be somebody who you talk to, you and your person, maybe to get on the same page about some things, or maybe just someone that has some words of advice or wisdom. All right. But we do have the Ace of Swords coming in here for you. So this is really being focused on communication. The Ace of Swords is a new approach, a fresh way of thinking. This is new information, new ideas, communicating in a new and better way. This is also about making decisions. So the Ace of Swords is a really wonderful, positive energy. It does tend to be a big old yes card, right? A lot of positivity, a lot of yes, I know exactly what I'm doing. A lot of clarity comes in with this. So you could be clearing the air with your person. You could be making decisions, or there's some perhaps big question that is on the table here with this, right? So something that can really initiate something new or something exciting in your life. The Ace of Swords is quite often the results of manifestation. This can be where your intuition is highly active at the moment as well. Okay, you've got this deep insights, but it is the sword of fate, the sword of destiny. Okay, so there's something aligning for you that is meant to be, that's meant to happen, that's meant to be discussed, or that's meant to be decided. But in this energy, this is a big yes. It is a very positive energy, and it is one that's sort of victory in there. So a very positive communication. And not surprising, because we do have the Lovers card here as well. This is Gemini energy. And of course, like I said, we do have with the full moon coming up in Aries on September 29th. Okay, this is where we do have an incredibly positive aspect between Mercury and Uranus, and this can be one conversation can really set the stage for where you're headed in your relationship. And with the Lovers card, it is Gemini energy. It is ruled by Mercury. Okay, so Mercury is very much a benefactor for you right about now, right? And usually we're afraid of Mercury, right? Mercury retrograde and kind of shakes things up a little bit, but Mercury is now direct. So this is the lines of communication are very much open. But the Lovers card is soulmate energy. This is where two people connect from the heart, from the soul, from a higher perspective, right? This is beautiful energy of two people coming together in partnership, in harmony, in love, in laughter, and in light. Now, this is soulmate energy and true love energy coming in here. So perhaps you're just really getting clear on what this person means to you. Okay. But you could also be just getting back on the same page with your person and restoring balance and harmony in your world in some way. Now, the Lovers card is also known as a choice. It used to be called the Choice card way back at some point. And so it does represent choices of the heart, matters of the heart. So with this Ace of Swords coming in and the Shah of Swords there, right, some very important conversation may be occurring sometime in the next few weeks or so for you, and you might need to make a very important choice, very important decision. But with that Ace of Swords there, that is the big yes card, right? So, each of you is going to have a different kind of experience, but you're going to clearly know what your answer is to whatever burning questions or decisions that are around you. But we have the Temperance card coming in here for you as well. Now, this is Sagittarian energy, so we do have a little bit of fire in the mix. All right, but the Temperance energy energy here. Number one, it's where we are guided and we're protected. Okay, this is the guardian angel card, right? And we've got our angel up there and we've got matching angel there. So there may be something here where, you're being guided, you're being shown something. You might be seeing all kinds of signs, symbols, synchronicities. And not only with the leg up energy, not only do you have a leg up in your 3D world, you've got it in your spiritual world here as well. So if there's somewhere where you need some help or some guidance or some insight, ask your angel spirits, guides, and they will show you your path. They will show you the answers, right? They will be there for you, giving you that help and support. But the temperance card does also restore balance and harmony. This brings in a patient energy, a very calm energy, but a very balanced and healing energy here as well. Very calm, very, very much a restorative energy. It brings forgiveness, brings some peace as well. So I do feel that, there are some calmer times ahead for some of you. Probably shake up a little bit with the eclipses that come in, because we're all in that boat really. Okay, but this is a time of balance and harmony within your life, within your relationships. And of course, should you want to possibly to come back together with your person, heal a situation, and this does result in some evolution in a very positive way. So this is lovely energy all coming in. And it is a fated energy, right? Whenever we get the majors, there is something here that you're meant to deal with, that you're meant, that's meant to happen in your world, okay? But this is a beautiful energy of, all is well, okay? Or you have the ability to make all well. Now, we do have the energy being activated for you, the Nine of Staffs. Well, my. The Nine of Staffs is the the Nine of Wands energy, okay? And nines, of course, are about completion, right? Seeing something through to completion. We're just about there. We're about to turn over the page, okay? But we have just a little bit more to do, a little bit more effort to put in. And with the Nine of Staffs, this brings in an energy where before we can move forward, there's something that we need to deal with. Okay, so there's some action that we need to take. And this is quite often known as the wounded warrior energy, right? We've got some wounds, we've got some scars, right? And, you keep moving forward, you keep persevering. It's not an energy of giving up. It is one of, being a little bit tired. Okay, so some of you are just a little bit tired. You've been having a lot on the go. You've been dealing with a lot of things. You probably had some worries that have been going on, as a lot of people have, right? A lot of people still do, quite honestly, because there's a lot of uncertainty. And, things are like expensive, right? So money issues can come up in relationships here. But with the Nine of Staffs, right, we do have some wounds there. But we've got the healing energy with the Temperance card, and we do have the coming together of hearts and souls with the Lovers card there. So should you decide, right, there is some things that may need to be worked through here, but you have the ability to do that. Okay. And really, when we've got all this really wonderful communicative energy here, I do feel that you can get on the same page with your person. Healing energy with the Hermit. I feel like you can get on the same page with your person. You can get things back on track. And, there is like kind of an open energy that's coming in here in your reading, which is really positive. Because a lot of times we can kind of close things off. We can kind of shy away from dealing with things because we quite often have an element of fear. What if I say what I'm really thinking, what I'm really feeling? How is my person going to respond? And if you've got any kind of, separation anxiety, so to speak, or anything like that, right? Maybe you've had conversations with people before and they've just reacted in a kind of a blow up kind of way. And this has like maybe prevented you from having some important conversations because you're like, well, if I really say what I feel, maybe my person will leave. And so sometimes we don't address our issues, right? And that doesn't really help going forward because eventually things do come out, right? No matter what, we can't put a lid on things forever. All right. So I do feel like there is this openness of dealing with things head on, right? Cleansing and purging so that you can move forward in a better way. All right. So the Nine of Staffs can also indicate there in that energy that there may be something there where you do need to perhaps put up a little bit of boundaries. Okay. And maybe there's something there that you might be a little bit skeptical of. And it could be some external factors. It could be about, well, I'm willing to talk to my person, or there's some things that I want to get off my chest, but I'm just not sure how they'll react. So you're a little bit skeptical there in that energy. But I do feel that there may be some boundaries here. And with the Five of Wands, we can show that there may be some sort of drama somewhere around you. Now, this can be things that you're dealing with in the aftermath of something. This can be some things that have gone on in your past, right? Remember, we've got here and now, but we've got the past energy coming in. Okay, and this could be just something that you do need to resolve. So this can bring in some family drama, some drama with your, with your kids, with exes, with extended family, that kind of thing. So there may be something here where there is a little bit of liberation that is required. Liberate yourself from dealing with a whole bunch of people who all have an opinion about something, and hey, that's just wonderful. But people's opinions are quite often a little bit misinformed and sometimes a little bit misguided, right? So there could be something going on there where you do need to put up some very, very firm boundaries, okay? But the Five of Wands can represent people trying to work together, but, think of siblings, right? Siblings in a family, you try and work together a little bit, and for the most part, maybe you get along, and then something inevitably does go sideways, those little petty arguments and things like that siblings usually quite often have, because the Five of Wands isn't necessarily a negative energy, but it can be a challenging one a little bit, right? And it's usually something that we can get over, right? And it's usually something that we've kind of like prepared for or trained for. We've been there, done that before. So there may be some sort of conflict or maybe some competitive energy here as well. Okay, someone competing for affection, competing for time, right? Children and family and things like that do that. Okay, so there may be, again, some boundaries there that do need to be put up. But we do have the King of Wands coming in here as well. Now, the King of Wands can be where we really do embrace the energy of being firm, being in control, and really sticking to our guns, really standing our ground in this energy. If the King of Wands was if the King of Wands as a person was to come up to you and say, hey, okay, we're not going to do this anymore. We're putting up some boundaries, right? This is allowed. This is allowed. This is acceptable. This is not acceptable, right? Chances are the King of Wands is the kind of person where you're going to stand up and listen, right? You're probably not going to go against this person because they can be very fiery, right? Get on the King of Wands bad side, right? And you're going to really feel the burn from this person, right? So I do feel here that if this is you or your person putting up some firm boundaries somewhere in a family unit, maybe a workplace, wherever that happens to be, whatever is causing conflict or drama or some strife in your world, right? This is going to be my word is my law, right? And I'm not going to back down. Okay, so very firm in that decision making. But the King of Wands can be an exciting energy for you here as well, because the King of Wands likes to have fun, right? We take the lead, we take charge of our relationship, right? We put up, some boundaries there. We resolve to change some things for the better. And here we are, we're in charge, we're feeling good, we're feeling confident. This is where some passion and some fire can be restored in our relationship. We're going out on a bit of an adventure maybe, and we're having some fun, right? Doesn't that sound a little bit better than that tiring old Nine of Wands energy? Yes, it does. Okay, so this King of Wands can be a person externally in your relationship that maybe invites you somewhere, or someone who you do consult about something. But I do feel this is more the energy in your relationship with this, right? Instead of feeling skeptical and lackluster and dealing with some things, or perhaps hiding from some things. Nope, large, in charge, And this is an energy of success, right? So very fiery, very passionate, right? We're going to do something and we're going to fix things. We're going to get things on track, and we're not going to give up until we succeed, right? Very confident kind of energy. But we do have the Hermit coming in here as well. Now, this is Virgo energy, and this can be quite important. As I do this reading, we are on September 8th or 9th, 8th is the day that I'm doing this reading. So we do have September 14th, if you're seeing this, this video before then, September 14th, we've got a new moon in Virgo. New moons are a chance for a fresh start, for a new beginning, for turning over a new leaf, for really, addressing things, right? We're going to take a new approach at an old problem, right? That kind of thing. And the Hermit does bring about a lot of healing energy. So the new moon in Virgo, the middle of September, may actually be the initiating point of a turning of the page for you, right? So where you can really start some healing journey, or where you can really get some deep insights. But it's a card of introspection as well as healing. So in the Hermit energy here, this can be where you're doing a little bit of soul searching, or you're thinking about what you want for the future. Where am I now? Where do I want to get to? What is working in our relationship and what is not so much working in our relationship? What do we need to address? So the Hermit energy here can really be doing you a huge favor in your relationship, right? This gives you some deep insights. This is where you're really setting some goals, your intentions for the future, but you're also very calm, very down to earth, and willing to take some time to focus on the things that you need to focus on. So it's a really positive energy with this. So we do have quite a bit of healing that's coming in here for you, restoring the status quo, and hopefully even elevating your relationship in a positive way. So this is Virgo energy. Maybe there is a wise person around you, because a wise old sage with this. Maybe there's a wise person around you that can give you insights or some help or support in some way. But this is, also that turning of the leaf. That new moon in Virgo likely is going to initiate something for you, and something really positive for you and your relationship. Now we do have the Ten of Cups coming in here, and Ten of Cups, wonderful energy, happy home, happy family, happy kids, happy life, right? It's your happily ever after card, filled with potential, filled with positivity, filled with possibilities, right? A beautiful rainbow on there. This is an energy of coming together, of partnership, and enjoying where we're at. Now, unfortunately, though, it is in your challenge position. Okay, so because this can have to do with family, there can be some family issues that come up here, because this can be about happiness and comfort and joy, right? Loving where you're at and loving your life. In that challenge position, there may be that this is highlighting that this is attainable for you, but there's a little bit of work to do before you get to this point. When we have a card in its challenge position, this is not the same as being in reverse, okay? It's just something that is slowing us down a little bit, something that is on the horizon, but we need to work towards it, okay? It can represent some delays, right? Or it can just represent, of course, that, we do need to put a little bit of focus on what makes us happy, and maybe even make some decisions. So we also have coming out here with this, I do feel like your shadows are being chased away. We've got the Sun, right? The Sun and the Ten of Cups, the happiest energies in the entire deck for you guys. Okay, and yes, they're in your challenge position, but this can chase away shadows, can bring clarity. The Sun brings about happiness, joy, positivity, and optimism. It's a card of success, of abundance. It can be a card of children, okay? But it is where we get the energy that we need, right? And without the Sun, nothing can grow. So some of you may just be going through some growing pains. Even though the Sun and the Ten of Cups is in your challenge position, it still does bring some really positive vibes into your love life, into your relationship, into your world. All right. So wherever you happen to be, if there's been some doubts or some shadows, here's the Sun coming out to clear the air, to give you those insights and the clarity that you're you're looking for and to chase the shadows away. So some positive high vibe energy ahead, right? So lovely, lovely energy there for you. It also gives creation, right? The sun, if we're all forever in darkness, forever in shadow, we can't create anything, right? Because nothing can evolve, nothing can blossom, right? Because we don't have that sunlight feeding us, right? So I do feel here that it's just your time to shine, and perhaps again some very wonderful, wonderful news you may get in the month ahead, right? Maybe something you've been waiting for, maybe something you feel a little bit impatient about, right? But certainly happier times ahead here. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles here as well. And the Queen of Pentacles does show growth, but also shows some openness, some willingness to take some practical steps, perhaps in some areas in your relationship. It is the Pentacles energy. So this can be where maybe you're focused a little bit more on home and family and your relationship. If things have been, very chaotic lately, this is where you might be like, you know what, we need to settle things down. We need to take some time out here. We need to nurture our goals, nurture our dreams, nurture our relationships, spend some time with our kids, spend some time with our family, whatever that looks like to you, because the Queen of Pentacles is an energy of nurturing. We allow something to blossom. We take our time, and this does bring in an energy of feeling all of the abundance and being thankful for everything that we have. And this can also be a deepening of a commitment, a deepening of a bond. For some of you here, you may have something coming up here that involves maybe children, maybe adding to your family, blending families together. This can come in here. It can be a little bit of a challenge. Okay, perhaps you're going to move in with your person if you don't already live with them, but there may be some sort of movement or travel in there. But this can just be you're experiencing a few growing pains in your relationship, even though it is quite very positive in this energy. So loving this energy that's coming out for you. I think that something may be coming to fruition for you here as well, because the Queen of Pentacles is very much known as the gardener, right? And the Queen of Pentacles, right, we plant our seed of intention, and then the Queen of Pentacles is tending to what we've planted, right? And pulling out some weeds here and there, watering our garden, watering the intention, but ultimately giving our intentions or that seed we've planted room to grow, right? While also being there. So this can be where something that you've been working towards, something that you've been manifesting can come to fruition for you. You've been waiting for a while. Patience may be a little bit of a challenge for some of you, okay, but I do feel that, that you will be getting to where you want to be, all right? But we do have the Six of Swords coming in here as well, and the Six of Swords can be a really nice energy, right? We've got a 5 over here giving you some challenge, some obstacles, and then we've got the Six of Swords here bringing in resolution, right? This is where we move towards calmer, cooler seas. Things have been turbulent, things have been a little bit challenging, whether it's communication, whether it's something about your money or your home or some family, whatever it happens to be. Things have been a little bit bumpy, and things are about to get a lot smoother and a lot better for you. So the Six of Swords shows is where we can find compromise, we can talk things out, we can get things back on track, okay? But it is a rite of passage. Those life lessons that we have to experience. So there's, again, a little bit of faded energy coming in here, right? There's certain things that we have to do, that we have to experience in relationships in order to take something to the next level, or in order to, figure out what it is that we want or what direction that we want to head in. So you may have to negotiate, you may need to compromise. And again, you might need to make some decisions with your person, but ultimately you have the energy here to move forward. But remember, you're always guided and protected, because this is a card of protection, a card of guidance. Okay, so with this energy here, an energy of protection, this can be where, Mama Papa Bear comes out, right? I want to protect my relationship, right? Maybe there's, you know, some things in there where you do need to put up those boundaries, right? It can represent a challenge because there's certain things that, you know what, no one else's business, and certain things that you don't mind sharing. So you might need to protect some information, you know, protect yourself from external influence, if you will. Okay, but I think you'll resolve some things and you will move forward. And ultimately, we get the 10 of coins here as well. And the 10 of coins is beautiful. This is your overall outcome. So this is happy home, happy family, stability, security. Some of you are buying a new house, you're moving in together, you're resolving family issues there. Okay, and this is where everything does come together in a positive way. If you've been having money issues, these may be resolved there as well. Now, the 10 of coins can sometimes be, you know, where we get together with friends and family. The relationships that make us feel whole, that make us feel secure. 10 of Pentacles on top of the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, very important energy. This brings success and abundance and all kinds of good things into our world with this. And something that's maybe a little bit unexpected as well, okay? Because we do have the 4 of Cups coming in here. And the 4 of Cups is, you know, where we're not feeling things, we're not feeling connected, we're feeling like things are okay, but I'm just like, ugh, I don't know, right? It kind of brings in that little bit of skepticism or disinterest. And then all of a sudden, poof, something happens, something comes in here to restore our vibe, to restore our interest, to make things a little bit better. And sometimes the 4 of Cups comes in when we want something and we haven't quite got it yet. And we're feeling like, oh, I'm never going to get it, or we're just starting to doubt the whole process of wherever we happen to be. And then, bam, we have that gift, we get that conversation, and things get back on track. So there may be something that is handed to you, that is gifted to you, because the 10 of Pentacles can quite often be something handed down to you. It can be money, it can be advice, right? It can be your home, you know, whatever that happens to be, right? Gifts flowing down, because the 10 of Pentacles is a card of inheritance. All right. And, you know, but with that 4 of Cups, there's something unexpected, something wonderful is right there on the sidelines. We need to remember to be open, flexible, adaptable, and be in receiving mode. So get ready to receive something here. Okay. And again, we've got the 10 of Pentacles on top of the 10 of Pentacles. You've got 3 tens coming out in your reading. So there is a big turning point here for you. There's something very positive, all kinds of very wonderful things that are flowing around you right now, right? A lot of potential, a lot of growth, and a lot of success, like feeling like you've achieved something, feeling like you're where you want to be. So really wonderful energy coming in here, right? Happy home, happy career, happy bank account, happy family, whatever that happens to be. A lot of blessings and a lot of abundance. So be grateful, express, you know, gratitude to the people around you, right? Remember, we've got a leg up, so it's going to be a very supportive community around you here as well. The 4 of Cups can sometimes come as a little bit of a surprise, something that we want, but something that we're not quite expecting at the same time. And so this can be like, you know, those a surprise party, as maybe someone, if you're at like a family get together or something and you're waiting for someone to pop the question, they might do it at some sort of public or family gathering or something like that. And, you know, and where all of your friends, your loved ones and everything are all there. So that can be really fun for you. All right. Maybe, you know, maybe embarrass you a little bit, but ultimately something really positive. So tens are endings, again, leading way to new beginnings, right? So a little bit of a transformation here is on the horizon for you. And like we said, come to the edge, right? So look up the deeper meaning of 10, 10, 10. All right, there'll be some more messages in there for you. And also 1, 1, 1, 1, because we can't forget about our Ace of Swords over here. Okay, tens reduced down into ones. So 11, 11 is out here for you, and quite often associated with manifestation and our wishes coming true. There's also new beginnings, next stage of development in things, taking initiative, taking action. So if you've been feeling like you're in a rut, this is a turning point for you. But we also do have the 3 of Wands. Now, the 3 of Wands is where we know what we want and we're getting ready to move forward. Our blocks and obstacles are clear. We know, we see things clearly, and we are ready to move forward. We're ready for action. So some of you could be moving to a new home, to a new city. It can be just moving forward with your relationship. You're feeling really positive. Whatever it is, this does bring in some excitement for you, but this opens, the window opens doors to opportunities, right, for you to move forward in the direction that you want. So some exciting energy, but prepare for action. Okay. Loving all of these tens, especially these. I mean, you know, of course there's 4 tens in the tarot, right? And you've got the 2 best ones. Okay. By far the 2 best ones. All right. So give thanks and gratitude for that energy around you. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Okay. And again, with that 5 of Wands and that 9 of Wands, both there may be something for some of you, right? Remember, it's collective reading, so maybe not all of you, but for some of you, there again may be something there where you do need to lay the law down, right? You do need to put up those boundaries and stand your ground, right? And this is the only way that you can fix things, heal things, and move forward. But if someone's not going to respect your boundaries, then you actually may be leaving a relationship behind. And I feel it's very much a family issue, okay, or maybe even a friend issue, right? People who think they mean well, but they sometimes do cause more damage than good, right? So if you have those relationships there, right, you might need to make some decisions about how much you let them interfere in your relationship. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself then that originate from the past. Aha, there and now. Then you can own your power and soar into your life, right? We've got to let certain things go from our past. We've got to resolve some issues, and then we can move forward in a better way. And we have surrender to play. Again, time for a little bit of fun. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. And you know, sometimes when we do put our worries and our troubles to the side for even just half an hour or an hour, we go and do something fun, something interesting. It raises our vibe. It increases our energy. It makes us feel more positive. And we can quite often look at a situation, look at a problem with a different perspective when we do that. So it can be very helpful for that. But I do feel that there's some lighthearted energy coming here for you guys as well. So I'm going to leave all that there for you. I really do hope that there was something here that resonated with you, whether it was a little bit or the whole thing. If there was, and if you enjoyed your reading, please do take a moment to press like on this video and subscribe to my channel. Throw a comment in the box down below as well. Say hello, where you're watching from, what's going on. Start a conversation. There's always someone willing to pipe up down there in the comment section. But I thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.